Hello and welcome back to Yalonnda'sCreations. Today we are doing 4 tote bags. We're going to personalize them and make them our own. I'm already starting to cut, but I wanted to remind you guys to make sure that you mirror all of your images before you cut. Here I'm just cutting out the rest of the images that I will be using for these tote bags. It's time for weeding. I'm weeding out all the images that I previously cut out. It takes a little while, but it's also a little relaxing to me. While I'm weeding, I wanted to just say thank you to all of my new subscribers. I greatly appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. It is truly a blessing to be able to do this with you guys. Also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I make videos every Wednesday, and I just appreciate your guys' company. Thank you so much. I had difficulty weeding some of these out, but usually if you purchase the vinyl that says iron-on easy weed, it should be easy enough to get the image separated. I originally wanted this in a black, but I realized I had run out of black and forgotten to purchase more. So I used white, not a big deal. Still turned out pretty well. Now I have my heat press set to 310 degrees Fahrenheit, although some of the vinyl I'm using requires a little higher temperature, but I did not adjust it. I just went along with it and did whatever I was going to do. You'll see I ended up with a little bit of a hiccup with one of the bags, but that's okay. Everything worked out in the end. Happy accidents. And ta-da! Look how pretty that looks. Now I press it one more time for about 15 seconds just to make sure that the ink adheres to the bag properly, so when I do wash it, it doesn't come off very quickly. On to the next. This is bag number 2. I just heat up the bag just a little bit so I can be able to put my image on there. I love this one. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had some issues lining this up for some reason. I usually don't have any problems with it, but this time this gave me quite a bit of a struggle, so I kind of fussied with it for a little bit, but in the end I ended up getting it on there. It's not perfect, but I'm happy with it. On to number 3. This one is the one that caused me a little bit of pain as well, but you live, you learn. Turns out pretty well in the end. Now this is where the problem begins. That gold, for some reason, I guess, started to melt, and you can see a little bit of the adhesive kind of coming off of it or whatever. I'm not sure why it did, because I used it with another tote bag that I did in the beginning of this video, but for some reason it just decided to malfunction. You'll see it in just a second. And this is where the problem is. Oh no, it gets stuck. I decided not to force it. I let it cool down a little bit. I started to blow on it, give it some cool air so I didn't completely lose the project, and just slowly took my covering away from the tote bag. And 1, 2, 3, and fantastic! Now it's time for bag number 4. I'm gonna do what I did with the other bags, heat up the material so it can take the vinyl properly. This one looks fantastic. I love how this turned out. So I'm gonna press it again for about 15 seconds and we're done. So this is a finished product of the bags. I really like the way that they turned out, even though some of them had some mistakes. It still looked great to me. This one looks like it has Rocky Mountains on there, but overall I really enjoyed them and I think it's a great bag. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week on Wednesday. Bye.